Well, we're actually starting our day, almost looking at like night. So here's the moon, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful full moon over our property today. We've got to finish up some fencing, but really, we've just got to get stuff ready to kind of get to a closure of this season. We're starting to get some cool weather. So we're gonna weed the strawberry bed today. We're gonna get the chicks in a little bit better environment right behind the barn. But it all starts right now when it's dark. Whew, it's chilly this morning. So we've got I got Chrissy and Petey out on some new grass. It's not much grass right here, you see. It's better grass right here. They've not even been on this. So I'm gonna put them on this stockpile right here. And hopefully that will give them reason to stay. I hadn't really trained Petey to the temporary fencing as much as I should, but he's done really good so far. He reminds me a lot of Ike. He's very docile, so that's a good thing. So I got the tractor. You see the tractor right there, the 3901 Kubota. We're cleaning out some of the barns, putting fresh bedding in there for the little chicks. That way the chicks can have, come on. Good job. Come on, come on, come on, Chrissy. You know where to go. Come on. There you go. Good job. So we'll get them to fresh grass, and what we'll do, come on. Come on. Come on. Hip, 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 hip. Come on. Hip, 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 hip. Come on. Come on, Petey. Not in a permanent fence, dude. Ding-a-ling. I'm not gonna force them to go into fresh grass. I guess they like their hay right now. So I'm gonna clean their barn out. They'll have fresh grass if they want it. And the whole purpose of me cleaning out the other barn was for a little brooder. We're gonna make a makeshift brooder for our new 50 hens. Oh, Petey's, he's all excited. I need to get the protein out of here. And then I cleaned the strawberry bed out that needed to be done. I'll show you that. It was dark when I was doing it, so you couldn't really see it. So let's get this old hay out of this barn. That way we can worry about trying to compost it and get them some fresh hay. I don't know if you can see it smoking right here, but this is a compost pile that we've been working on. This is a old hay and old manure compost pile. Look at it smoking. I just turned it. That's what you want to see. So let's get off this tractor and look at it. So you see it's almost, I mean, look at this. This has started off as hay and old manure. Look at that. Unbelievable. You can just feel the heat coming off of it. That's really good. It's almost composted all the way down. This part is. I mean, all that's done. Whole piece of grass. You see all this old manure that's still breaking down. We'll put it on bottom. This is on top, so we just flipped it. Next time we'll flip it this way and get this area right here. So very pleased with that. This is a project we do anytime we have old hay in in a hay ring or something after the winter. When the cows eat it, whatever they don't eat, they'll usually lay in, bed in, drop manure in, and then we'll actually clean it out and do the same thing. So for instance, that's what we just did with that barn right there. You see, this is old junk. We're fixing to burn this, but you see that pile right there? That come out of this barn. So what we'll do is actually do the same thing. We'll let it rest right there, and we'll probably put some chickens even on it, and then we'll bring it over here and do the exact same thing. So just a process to make our own organic compost the best we can. Is unfertilized hay, unfertilized straw, and of course our cows are on unfertilized grass. All the feed that they're getting is organic or non-GMO, so that together makes for a good compost for our gardens. All right, so we've got the tractor here next to the piglets and pigs. Say good morning to them. Good morning, pigs. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. So you see our grass is doing wonderful from this hill. It's starting to really start coming up. So this is, we finished that one over there last vlog that had, we were working until dark with the family. But we've got now the tractor here, and this will be the line we pull next. This one right there. So we'll pull this one next, then this one, and that's probably all we're going to do. We're going to stop there. If you remember, in this paddock here, you see there's still a few logs and pile of mess right there, just from it was on fire when we were cleaning up this mess and never could cool down enough for us to move it. So before we put this fence up, we're going to try to get that pile out of there, and then that way once we get the fence up, we're not having to take it back down just to get a big dozer or a big piece of tractor in there, because that stuff is too big to do by hand. It would take months because it's just too big. We're going to cut some of it up, of course, with the chainsaw. The rest we're not going to be able to. So let's let's get started on fence. But first, breakfast. All right, so we've got new fresh bedding in. Aiden's cutting the last of the little chicken wire. We put just a simple hardwire mesh right here. This is just leaned against it so the cows know their paths and don't try to come in here because they usually bed in here before we put new shavings down. So we put two different kind of shavings down. Some that's been sitting up for a while to help compost the bottom, and then new fresh bedding on top. So I'm hoping twofold. Hoping these chickens work this area and they grow up in here safe because they have light. They'll have a heat lamp right there. And of course, there's light in the barn. And at the same time, they're working this area, but keeping these making this like a little brooder shed. So two things hopefully are gonna happen: keeping them safe and then composting this over time. Cows have already been in here, pigs have already been in here, so chickens will kind of finish it out, and then we'll be able to take all this down, bring a tractor in here and scoop all this out. All right, let's go get them. I got those holes, but I think we're going to have to close that. I think those 2 inch are going to be, we're going to put a piece of mesh right there, don't you think? Probably. Yeah. All right, let's cut a piece and we'll put one right across the door. We can just step over for right now. Let's put it, we'll keep them on the road. So just put it right there, kind of close to that one. All right, Aiden's moving the charger. This is what's so awesome though. They're on fresh grass. It's November 1st, or the 1st of November. And we are literally on fresh green grass still in the south. So that's great, look at this. Look at all the grass they get to go. And then we just cut this for hay. So by stockpiling the grass, we were able to do a hay field. Cut it early to where we might not have another cutting, but we don't want another cutting. We'll do just a true standing forage. Instead of making another hay field, I've got fresh green grass. Now they won't even make it all the way over this by the time it frosts and kills all this. But we're gonna let them utilize it the best they know how. They move every 2 to 3 days. So they're getting fresh grass daily. And it's absolutely gorgeous grass too. Look at that. It's about 6 to 7 inches, anywhere from 2 to 6 inches. So that's just pure ice cream grass. It's all tipped off really well. Let's see, I'll show you some. And again, what you want to look for is when you move animals, is this right here. See how this grass is, I mean, it is fully tipped off. No cuts, no look like they've been ate. Every bit of this looks just like that. So very pleased with that. They're happy animals. All right, I take my coveralls off. They got a little warm. Okay, so Aiden is finishing up on his normal chores. We got the lambs you saw moved. We're gonna move the chickens and ducks and turkeys, but we're not gonna be able to do that today. There's just no way. Too much other stuff to do. We're gonna try to get it all done because we're gonna spend some time with the family this afternoon. One thing we've learned is we enjoy work, we enjoy the farm, but we don't let it take over our family time, because then if it does, we're missing the true blessing of the farm. So, but guess what we're eating tonight? Greens. So I'm gonna cut some of these, then we're gonna start on some fencing, and we're gonna try to end it with that fencing and start back at just hanging out as a family. I got just some of these tarps. Look, Petey still has not went into this fresh grass. This has not even been touched. This paddock has not been touched. That dang-a-ling. Christoph was in there though. 5 gallons worth of greens. It doesn't even look like I touched them. It's a blessing. Now the only thing is, some of my broccoli, my first broccoli that I told you I shouldn't have probably planted, but I planted it just because my mind changed. That vlog video, it's all bolting. So it shows I planted too early here for our area. Let's go get these out for Miss Mac. Aiden's getting the rest of the stuff for the fencing. We're gonna get started on fencing. Hey, girl. All her babies are doing good. They've got about 3 more weeks on farm, and then they're going to their new homes. We're gonna keep 1 male and 1 female so far, unless they sell, but they're looking great. These two's got 3 more weeks. If they don't have babies by 3 weeks, they will become bacon. I was hoping they'd have babies, but it just doesn't look like they are. I don't know why. They just must not could breed, but they're healthy and beautiful pigs. Beautiful. Look how good they do on this tillage. Our boys are doing good over there. George will go back with Peppa. As soon as we get rid of the babies here, George will go back with Peppa, and then she'll go back into a breeding process. I'm gonna let her rest and get these babies off of her and let her get back to a good weight, and then we'll put her back with George, and she'll breed probably 1 more time or 2 more times in her life. They say pigs do better when they breed 3 or 4 times. After that, they don't do as well. She's done great on breeding back, so this is her 2nd litter, and we'll start a 3rd litter hopefully by the 1st of next spring. She'll have another litter, and then another litter by this time next year. We don't want to put too much on her. There's some people that try to get 2.5 to 3 litters basically by just overbreeding. We want to try to give her a little break so she's not worked too much, and her body can get a little rest. So, but these babies are doing great. She's doing great. They're doing wonderful. Look how big they are. Golly, they're huge. Looking good. About 15 wild turkeys right there. They come on our property daily because of all our other turkeys way down there. It's about 15 of them. 2 or 3 of them a strut. There's a few jakes, and of course a lot of hens. Beautiful. Well, we're finishing our night after a long day outside getting some work done. What are we working on here?
Now we're going to see if these turnip green bites turn out decent. If they do, I'll make y'all a video.
That's right, we wanted to be the trial run, huh?
I've never made them before, but here we go.
Here we go. So we've got, this is we picked these this morning. This is the one we picked this morning, right? Mm-hmm. So they look yummy already.
Well, there's a pot of them right there. But I've never actually made them.
Is that the ham hock laying in there too? Look at that. Yummy, yummy.
We'll see.
They look good anyway. You excited about eating turnip green bites?
It's not.
That might be the only way they actually eat them, huh? Because they actually don't taste like turnip greens at all, do they?
Not after they're cooked and fried and
made unhealthy. True southern way, huh? I'm excited. We'll have to kind of see how they end up, and then do a little video on them, okay?
They're not good though. I'm not gonna waste my time with y'all.
Well, if they're good, well, anytime you deep fry something in egg and butter and oil, they've got to be good, right? And then cheese.
We'll
All right, well, we'll check back a little bit and see how they turned out. Well, you did your part of cooking, so what are we doing now?
Trying to let my feet rest.
What are they doing? Huh? Destroying the kitchen. All right, so let's go over here. Chef Harley, what are we doing?
They're waffles. We have big apples, sliced apples for the people that in the and we're from the strawberry chocolate.
Chocolate covered strawberries?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Strawberry chocolate covered.
That sounds good. Are y'all excited?
Today. But we can't eat the apples tonight because they gotta sit in the fridge. And we're gonna drink hot chocolate. So hot cocoa. Apples have to sit in the fridge for an hour. So this is gonna be our treat for tonight. We see.